new illustration. You're going to need 2 mandarin oranges, like halos or cuties. You don't need to worry about any of this because your coaches will bring what you need. You're going to need a Sharpie, possibly 2, if you're good, and a bowl of water. This is a bowl, work with me. Okay, so the first orange, we're going to discuss the physical attributes of this orange. I'm going to ask, I'm holding an orange. What covers this orange?
A peel.
A peel. What's the role of the peel?
To protect the orange?
To protect the orange. And now I'm going to peel the orange. And this is why we use the little cuties, because they peel really easy. I'm going to place this orange in water. What happens to the orange after I put it in the water?
It sunk to the bottom.
It sunk to the bottom. Without its peel, it shrunk to the bottom. So, sunk to the bottom, not shrunk to the bottom. So now we're going to talk about the second orange, and we're going to talk about the spiritual aspects of the orange. This orange is like our life. Just like, I'm reading this because this is an illustration, ladies. Just like this orange has a peel to protect it, God gives us armor to protect us. And it also surrounds us, this armor surrounds us with his power and might. So this orange represents a believer who has put on the armor of God. So what you're going to do with your ladies is you're going to read Ephesians 6, 14 through 17. As you read it, you're going to pass the orange around to each lady with your Sharpie markers. Heather is reading Ephesians 6, 14 through 17. It's on your handout. She's just going to read these verses. And these verses talk about the 6 different pieces of armor. Just as a side note, if you have more than 6 people and you want each person to put something down, one of them is belt of truth, so maybe you could have one woman write belt, another person write truth. Just don't want to be that woman who's like, well, why didn't I get to be part of it? And then she has to go into therapy. That's always bad. So, okay, but that's up to you if you want to have each person do it, or maybe, they could put an extra piece on. Whatever you want to do, it's your group. So, Heather's going to read the pieces of armor, and then you're going to pass the orange around. They'll write it on there. So, I'm 5, 6 different ladies, okay?
Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist.
So, the belt of truth.
With the breastplate of righteousness in place. Breastplate. And to the next lady. And with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace.
I'm hearing shoes. Okay.
In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one.
Okay. The shield.
Take the helmet of salvation.
If we were using a pumpkin, you could put helmet of salvation, but we'll put helmet because it's small. Okay?
And the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God.
So the sword. So if you have another lady, you could even put word of God. The idea is just to show that we're covered now with armor. So this bowl of water represents things that we face in life. We have temptations, we have trials, we have attacks of the enemy. You've talked about all of these this week during your lesson. What do you think will happen to the orange when we place it in water with its protective coating? I don't know, Linda. What's going to happen?
Let's see. It
floats. And I like both of them in here. Look at the difference between the person who's not wearing the protective armor of God and the person who is wearing the protective armor of God. So, the last paragraph of your handout just has this little section called share. With God's protective armor, we're protected from sinking. We have God's strong power against those schemes. We talked about the devil's schemes today in our group. Like this peel, which surrounds the actual orange and protects it, God's covering surrounds us and protects us if we choose to use it. So there's a closing verse, Ephesians 6, 10 through 18 is what it's based on. Today I claim victory over Satan by putting on the whole armor I have, God's power and might. I hope you have a floating good day. Bye.